Hello, everybody. This is Kev, and this is black men being brutally honest, or as the haters would refer to, the dumb nigga aggregate. So, since I'm in a special mood tonight, which I've been in a special mood ever since 2024 came in, but it's just, boy. Okay, and let me give some shout outs first, because usually when I'm feeling like this, I just go for a walk. You know what I'm saying? And walking have been very beneficial to my new weight loss. So that's not necessarily gonna be a bad thing. But I don't know, man. It's just that this little chicken shit premise that a lot of us are doing around here. Every time somebody says something, and all of us go to fucking pieces. This I'm here to put an end to that. So with your support, with your likes, with your views, my algorithm can get bigger. And you can help me put an end to all the nonsense. So thank you for being here. Please, by all means, as you walk into this broadcast, whether you're a part of the real time live streaming viewers or you're part of the replay game, which you are very important if you're in that replay game, please hit that like button. Or for some of you, it's going to be a dislike button. So we know what happens when that happens. No real world consequences. Just, we like to take that and use it as a little comedy shtick. So yeah, so we got 10 in the building so far. People are still walking in. Let me just monologue it real quick. This would be an entirely, an entire monologue. The once you go black thing. That's not, of course, that's not talking about, interracial dating, because we know how that triggers people when a black man dates outside his race, such as that right there. You know what I'm saying? I just had that picture, by the way, and I was going to use that picture for future trolling. Although I think trolling is just a shit excuse for some of you who just want to express how they feel, but they know how idiotic it sounds, so they call it trolling. So anyway, no, this is not the once you go black that I was talking about here that you see on your screen. Now, I don't know. When I came up with this name, I knew it would piss people off. And I didn't care about the other races of people that it would piss off, white folks, Hispanics, Asians, Middle Easterns, and whatever other special interest group that wants to be separate from being a black American. I didn't really care about that. But my thing was this. I knew it was going to piss off people within our circle of African Americanism or whatever you want to call it. So I once you go black, like I did back in 2017, there's no turning back. I know you say, well, you never go back. No, people are trying to leave this black thing every fucking day in our little community. So, see, that's why I be looking at family members and friends alike very funny when they try to come to talk to me about election day and who do we need to vote for and all this other stuff and vote Democrat and all this. Because, I mean, niggas don't know how to get it together on regular shit. And when I say niggas, I mean black people. I don't mean that little separation shit that you motherfuckers try to do, but you in the same group of niggas that you complain about. So, yeah, let's not do that. If you have melanated skin, yes, I am referring to you, and this is who this channel is for. Shit. Oh yeah. All I see every day is a bunch of goddamn black man haters. And then you pussy ass niggas out there okay with it. Yas queen. Nah, we're not okay with it over here. You can take those shenanigans and shove them up your ass. I don't. I'm sick of this pussy shit out of men. Like like this little pussy shit. Just look. I try to look at my YouTube feed less nowadays. Less. And then now, and this ain't no anti-black manosphere shot like you old pussies like to do out here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be calling you guys a lot of names from now on, and some of y'all are gonna get triggered, and some of you might even run to YouTube. Kevin's saying mean things. Yeah, but hey, the gloves are off. I'm fuck that. Fuck all of that. Fuck every last bit of it. This is yeah, feel what I feel for once. No, you don't want none of that shit. So let me shout out some people in the chat real quick. We got Andre 416 who was here first. All right. Knight Bishop, Bone Thugs, yeah, Black Nigga Killer. That's what that acronym means. I mean, but for those of us who know better, we don't go out there and kill black niggas for real. But I mean, but it's a nice little beat. Yeah, I like it. I've been digging that beat for years, and I found the instrumental on YouTube. You can find a lot of instrumentals on YouTube. Like I haven't even gotten a notice for it, but I don't want to give anybody any ideas. Yeah. AL, what's good, man? Chance Rogers, Gabe A, hurry up and buy Black Pearl. What's going on? We got Dusty Days in the building. Marcus Romero Productions, MRP, Ray Humma, the Humma Force. All right. Thank you guys for being here at the Smoke Show. This show started early. Yeah, I usually don't do that, but I'm trying to get to an earlier start time, just for audience purposes. Maybe it'll introduce this channel to a few new people. So yeah. So like for all these so-called productive black men that are in this YouTube space and act like telling a joke is a bad thing when in fact that you are a joke. I got a message for you. I got a message for you guys. And I mean, I've always had messages, because I noticed like a lot of you guys are doing great in your real lives. See, myself personally, I don't even have any criticisms for you guys on that. I mean, if you're doing great with your life and you got everything figured out, you got money in the bank, saying you ain't got to worry about, what you're going to do the next day. If you're not like me asking for donations so it can make it easier for me, a family man, to buy a laptop computer, look, I would have to say that you guys are doing pretty good. Congratulations. Like, if no one has told you guys congratulations, Kevin has told you congratulations. Because, see, I'm not like most of you so-called productive men. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like you guys. I'm not a hater. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish death on you. I'm not going to threaten to plant drugs and then act like a pussy-ass piece of shit that's sitting in that live chat and just act like it's okay. Not my live chat. I'm not just going to act like that's okay because of my hate, my resentment toward the male members in my life, or, my father possibly, or something like that. It's easier to get validation from women when you are a black man shitting on other black men and then pretend like it's iron sharpens iron. I see through that pussy shit every time somebody attempts to do it. And then like, the thing is, though, you have these arguments like, oh, you guys just want to sit there and argue with women and talk about women. You guys say the same goddamn thing when you're confronted as a man. So that disingenuous bullshit, that shit stops right here. If you are an adult, I don't give a damn who you are. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve to be treated like royalty. I'm sorry. I don't deserve it. You don't deserve it either. So there. Shit is a lot that many of us have to deal with in our lives. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot. For you as a black man in this country, with your positioning in society to lord that over other black men. Hey, I'm not a kite. I don't care how bad I'm doing. I will still raise my foot to kick you in the nuts. Sorry. That's just the way it is. As long as you're flesh and blood, I could care less. So-called productive men talk about the same shit day in, day out, week in and week out. And there's a following of people that act like there's nothing wrong with that. That's why I don't fuck with you guys. There's no growth in that shit. Why would I want to stick to the same local vicinity of people who cry all the time about what other men are talking about? Y'all talk about occultism. That's occultism right there. Yeah, why would I want to sit with a hater and hate another motherfucker for? Hey, yeah, that's really productive right there. Yeah, show me how productive that is. Show me what fruits you are able to reap just by hating on someone. Yeah. He should have had his finances together. He would have had a damn computer by now. And I don't, so fuck you. So, hey guys, hey, that Cash App is down there below the screen. Hey, if you giving super chats, that is great. Just keep in mind that YouTube gets 30% of that, but that's an actual, because you give 100% of your money. That is the actual true amount that I've collected. $645 thus far, $355 to go. Cash App is, is probably better than super chat at this point, but super chat is appreciated too, because see, here's the thing. At the end of the day, you don't have to do either one. You don't even have to watch. You don't even have to press like, so to speak. You don't have to do anything I say. You don't have to take anything that I say as advice. You don't have to breathe if you don't want to. The point that I'm trying to make is that human choices are being made, and that should never be discounted. So I'm not here to make you do anything. I'm not here to put you in a bad direction. Although I do feel as if it is my responsibility as a content creator to speak truthfully and responsibly, and not act like a bitch when I'm a man, like some of you out there do. So anyway, oh boy, let's see. I guess I'll start out with Cain and Abel again. Yeah. There's YouTube gave me a notice about that one. Yeah, they want to share revenue with you. I was like, all right, I'll take one penny, they can take the other. I mean, shit. As long as they don't get none of that super chat, I'm good. So, yeah. So let me said since we're Sapio Micromobility 3.0, that's all they talk about. Real men can be productive offline and can come online and kick the shit and joke around. Yeah. Hey man, look, whenever I go to a barbershop, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start a conversation with the guy that's cutting my hair in the entire barbershop on how to save the community. You know what half of those guys gonna do? The hell you mean? I stay in a quiet neighborhood. Hey, you know what? Then I'm gonna turn around and say, hey, me too. I stay in a quiet neighborhood. Hell, I did some productive shit today. I took to a birthday party. Hell, I went for a walk that was about an hour, which was refreshing. And I cut the grass. Yes, I even squeezed in time to mow the fucking lawn. So, yay. But yet and still, I don't feel like that I have time to complain. I would say most of what we do anyway, and I'm just going to go ahead and say this, and most content creators are not going to want to hear what I'm about to say, but most of what we do is glorified complaining anyway. Some of our complaining just sounds better than others. But, that is not a term of endearment, so I don't like to use the word complaining. But at its bare bones, what are you doing? You're evaluating whatever problem you have with whatever situation that is being discussed, thus complaining. How many positive conversations do you see in this space, out this space, that isn't niched or nuanced on YouTube, that deals with community stuff? I mean, hell, when you watch the news, those are real events that are happening on the news. They're not all good. Most of them are bad. Most of them are horrible. There are no Dragon Balls that you can gather to reverse any of that shit going on in the news. So, hey, you know, a lot of people like to give their take on what they see out there in their lives every fucking day. But yeah, we've always had this problem with black. You know what I'm saying? Black. Okay, let me pull something out that's black that I see black folks having a problem with all the time. Atlanta. Now, someone who's lived down here for quite some time has a different take than someone who's lived outside of it and on the fucking internet. I'm not in the dating scene. Hell no. What for? I mean, but it's like, for those of you who are in the dating scene that has, you know, difficult time with, you know, getting a date in Atlanta, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you just like this: it ain't all gay. Get the fuck out of here with that. Yeah, there's a gay population, but hey, there's about 10 more cities with an even bigger gay population. So why does Atlanta get the label? Because it's black. It's known as a black metropolis. Baby New York, as they used to call it. Well, what I'm saying is, you can't have a problem with something black every time, you know, every time it comes up. Say, for instance, black owned business. You know, if you don't want to support a black owned business, hey, that's your goddamn business. Shoot, that is your money. You do whatever you want to with that money. Shit. I'm personally, throughout the years, have gotten tired of emphasizing the importance of, you know, group economics. You know, if you don't give a fuck about it, I'm not going to sit here and stress myself out trying to make you give a fuck about it. Shit. I remember I went out on a date with a girl. She wanted to go to the black owned pizza spot. This was back years ago. Oh, she want to talk to me, like, give me this virtue signaling lecture on, how we need to support black businesses. We got back to the crib. The pizza was lukewarm. I'm like, we're 25 minutes away from the motherfucker. Heat it up in the goddamn microwave. I ain't say it like that, but she want to complain about how she got subpar this and subpar that from the business. To say the least, it ended soon after that, you know, not based on that, but based on the overall attitude anyway. Plus, I'm not going to treat you like I'm affluent, you know, if I'm not affluent. So fuck you and, you know, kiss my ass. There's other women out there. But, you know, this hypocrisy, this little bitching bullshit. It's just that I just feel like we just gotten used to it. We've gotten a little bit too used to it, to the point where it just seemed like, as far as it reflects in this space, you got people looking for it every fucking day. But yet and still, these are the people who are pointing the finger, saying trauma bonding, calling people incels, but like they're not on this motherfucker complaining every fucking day at some fucking capacity. Yeah. I mean, shit. And I wouldn't even have to mention the guy that got the 3-letter acronym. I mean, shit. They'll mention it for me all fucking week. Shit. I mean, goddamn. Again? This guy hurt you that bad. Ain't enough hurt on this planet. There's people that insulted me yesterday that I already forgot about. But, you know, just in case there's somebody that wanted to come up here and tell me otherwise, you know, like, Kev, how dare you? Anybody that has a real fucking problem. That's why I created the Smoke Show. Because I seen all these complaints. But see, here's the thing. I might actually end the Smoke Show for the same fucking reason. Why would I want to attract those people at this point? I really had to sit down and think about this. Why do I want to attract those? Why would I want to limit myself? I'm much better than that. And I know that they don't like to hear me say that, but I'm going to say it again. I'm much better than to have these people around that feel like they got to suck up to a fat nigga from Mississippi for crying and moaning all the goddamn time. I'm better than that. Yeah. And by the end of 2024, I'll be better than most. You know, that's a bold claim, so we'll keep an eye on that one. You know, the jury's still out. But damn, I mean, shit. I mean, I don't care how much more money you're making than me outside of this motherfucking YouTube platform. I'm so proud of you. Oh my God. It's like a parent watching a kid finally get it. It's like, we don't have to worry about that little fucker anymore. You know, I'm proud of you guys. I don't hate. I congratulate. You know, I'm glad to see black men out there doing good, doing well for themselves, giving themselves a hug and a pat on the back for the good job that they do every day. And then they come to YouTube looking for that same pat on the back. But it's already been established that no one owes you any motherfucking thing. But see, guess what? Some people on this platform act like motherfucking shit. And since they're not getting it, shoot. Yeah. So, all right. I guess I gotta tackle my so-called enemies first. And then after which this process is probably going to take some days, maybe weeks, I'm going to tackle my so-called friends. Yeah, y'all going to learn the meaning of that one. Oh shit, it has very tragic ramifications. Yeah, I'm here to make things interesting. I don't know about you motherfuckers out there, but I'm here to make things interesting. And if a little entertainment got to be had, then so motherfucking be it. You know, I don't have to mention someone's name to get people to watch. It helps sometimes. I mean, shit. I mean, especially when you're dealing with the bigger ones, and then they said something that went viral. Hell, that helps growth. But hey, shit. But I will say this about, especially you guys in the chat, the real ones always show up. It's a tougher climb. It is, but I like it tough. I mean, shit. I don't think I would appreciate it if it came easy, or appreciated it as much if it came easy. But hey, you know what? Some things are just plain fucking hard. And it's just like, I could do without the annoyance. So I don't like everything tough. I don't like my steaks tough. I don't like my women tough. I mean, some mental strength, yay. You know, the ability to actually hang in there and be as trustworthy and as honest as possible. You know, but not that much, you know, not as much as I'm willing to put out, you know, a layer of protection like you've never seen. So, hey, that depends on y'all out there. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. Hey, somebody, I'm gonna drop this link. Somebody come up here and piss me the fuck off. Just attempt to do it. Just attempt to make me feel like that I've received some smoke. And I ain't talking about, I mean, that little shit that, you know, some of you guys already, you know, I'm talking about some, okay, why the fuck you talking shit about the space every fucking week? Why can't you be a man and confront us like, you know, like real men would, you know, that kind of shit. That's what I'd be looking for. Some shit with some ramifications to it. But hey, want to be cool and just talk, you can do that too. I can't stop you. So anyway, hey, some of you have paid good money to be here. So I can't set boundaries, but hey, it is my channel. So, it's not something I got a power stroke about or remind adults of. So, all right. All righty. So let me drop that link. And I mean, if y'all ain't got much to say, you ain't got much to say. I mean, shit, I'm gonna try to stay on as long as I can, but I don't want to start boring myself. I mean, shit, I'm here for a fucking adventure. Shit, you motherfuckers talking about some well, you gotta be a little bored. Shut up. That's coping. You gotta be a little boring to get some. No, nigga. Fucking scumbag, no more. Oh boy, I so hate typing in this link character by character on a cell phone instead of a laptop where I could just copy and paste. But that problem be solved in about 5-6 days. So hey, all right. All right, so there's the link. Anybody want to come up? There you go. Like I said, not a real topic, but you know what I'm saying. Or I could just continue to rant. Sometimes people stick around for those too. So anyway, Prepper 101, what's good? What's going on? Yeah, I always thought that Avatar was badass. So yeah, I just wanted to take the time to tell you that. Them two guns. Any comments I make? Any comments that I miss? It's weird that you have to come online to learn how to be productive. LOL. They're insulting their audience and don't even know. Their audience is so fucking blind to the fact that they are being insulted in real time just because of their resentment for other content creators. Like, how can you let resentment for other content creators blind you that fucking much? I mean, shit. I don't let people insult me. I don't give it. Like I said, you a millionaire. You better be a goddamn cordial millionaire. Shit, I don't play that shit. That's why motherfuckers like that stay away from me. Hey, Forever Blessed. What's going on? Thanks for everybody that's showing up today. Thank you for being a friend. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, but yeah, there's been a lot of stupidity. Oh, Diddy apologized. Let me talk about Diddy's dumb ass and that half-hearted ass apology. I mean, it's like if I were Sean Diddy Combs, which I'm glad I'm not. Let me put the image up again. I wouldn't have said a damn thing. I would have stayed wherever I was. I would have knocked back a few. I mean, if I'm completely away from people, all I got to do is turn off social media. I mean, I understand the man is everywhere. I mean, CNN showed the footage. So CNN showed the footage. Goddamn. But I mean, this motherfucker did an apology like where it like that nigga face was dry as fuck. I was like, just look, I've already said what I said about that situation last night. Like I said, I'm not very sympathetic toward Cassie, but at the same time, I mean, shit, Diddy, that's I knew Diddy was a piece of shit already. So, I mean, but it's like people are already starting to say that, oh, there's some men out there defending P. Diddy or something like that. And I believe one of them, somebody actually made a show about Dennis Sperling saying that it was Cassie's fault. Which, I mean, I'm here to just say that I'm one of these black men that don't categorize or group all black men in the same box. So Dennis Sperling's opinion is Dennis Sperling. So this whole black men, this black men, that's just trying to pull in some old bitter ass fucking people. Andre, as Ray says, Prime VA 757. Tupac warned us about Diddy on the 7 Day Theory album. RPM, yo, what's good? What is good? Yeah, so yeah. So I mean, it's like I say, I try to look at my YouTube feed less and less because there's some shit that's kind of local that I don't like, but like all I'm seeing is people saying Diddy this apology, and his apology, and I understand his content strategy. Yeah, you gotta keep things going as far as your content that keeps the traffic going or whatever like that. But no, I mean, I didn't even listen to the apology, and I knew it was bullshit. I mean, you go like after the tape come out, you gonna apologize now? I mean, you know how disingenuous that looks. Like, I wouldn't have said shit. Like, Diddy would have probably done better saying, I wish I'd have kicked her harder than that shit. Like, seriously. I mean, shit. Like, this motherfucker looked like that doctor that was on the stand during Michael Jackson's wrongful death lawsuit. What was that doctor named? Conrad Murray? I tell you the truth, between him and Diddy, like the faker than fake shit. What's good, Gabe?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, what's going on, man? So, what do you think about all the shenanigans?
Man, it's just a continuation, man. It's just a continuation of what continues to happen. I think that a lot of times the primary subject in the space is criticizing what's going wrong in the space, but at times it can be fun. It can be fun. It can be interesting. It just all depends.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of stuck on this whole red pill thing because I think that you were referencing one of the streams that just happened not too long ago, where it's talking about the red pill in the context of this whole Diddy thing, and Buddy was saying, I don't know. Do you care if I say names?
I don't care.
Okay, Marcus. What's his name?
Keep it 100.
Keep it 100. Yeah, he was saying that. He was saying that Diddy should have got rid of the evidence, and I'm like, what?
Diddy should have got rid of the evidence.
This guy threw a woman down, stomped her out, looked like New York Timberland style, was throwing glass at her, and the thing that you saying is to get rid of the evidence, and that's why that's why I'm really starting to get in on this whole red pill methodology, is because if that's considered red pill, then it's like, yo, dude's got way bigger problems than the pill classification. If you think it's cool, or if your first consideration is to get rid of the evidence, and not that, like, yo, that's just out of line.
Well,
I mean, that's kind of crazy.
He should have got rid of the evidence. I mean, well, I mean, for any crook or criminal, that would be common sense to get rid of the evidence. But I mean, you're dealing with someone who has a larger than God complex like Diddy. And my thing is, the shit's 8 years old. So why did it take so long for it to come out anyway? But I know you were directing toward, Marcus's opinion, which he's the kind of guy that would offer clarity. Like if he's listening, or if he does listen, because he said he listens quite often. So, I mean, you'll probably be hearing some clarity here shortly. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to do it here, but he'll do it sometime. I mean, and
well, I was in his chat when he was talking about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Well, all right. So he probably responded to it then. So, yeah, shout out to that guy. McDrama Bears in the chat. Was good. He said the Goku Black thumbnail, such a good story arc. Yeah, it was a great story arc. Probably one of the best ones that particular series did. But yeah, I had to do it because of the middle finger. Yeah, I think when people animate middle fingers, I think it's just the most hilarious shit. Like, it's the first time I've ever seen it. But that's the kid in me though. But yeah, man, I mean, it's like if a black man is successful, and I know that people act like there's some type of degree of militancy to it, but if a black man is successful, I got nothing against you. As much as some of my older employees used to piss me off, if they were black men, even if I felt like they didn't want to see my success, I definitely wanted to see theirs, because I always felt as if like one more successful black man was a step in the right direction. And, you know, it's like for the hatred, like, and I'm not trying not to let a few idiots discourage me, but for the hatred I see, it's like, wow, am I really wasting my time with this? Is life really telling me that, you know, that this good guy shit is a waste of time? You know, I try to stick to the resolve of my character, but sometimes it's just like, you just want to listen to that damn devil side. Like, you know, like an angel and the devil sitting on your shoulder. It's like the devil started to sound like he has a lot more sense than the angel. I mean, shit, then in some instances, the angel and the devil sound just alike. But I mean, I know that sounded a little crazy, but I was just trying to just do some context. It's like, shit, sometimes it's like, I don't know, sometimes you just want to cut some motherfucker out.
Yeah, that's why you got the Smoke Show.
Yeah. And
it seems to be a good platform for
it. I try not to use it to attack people, but if you have a grievance, I mean, like, for me, if you don't want to settle it, it's just like, I guess you just want the problem to continue, you know. And it's just like, how long has, Round Body's been doing this? Like, he's been doing this for like 4 or 5 years, and it's like, don't you motherfuckers get tired of being angry sometimes? I mean, like, I get a little kick out of being angry, but it's like, it's like, damn. It's like he just does it, like it's just the same bullshit complaining, and people sit there and just act like, and I mean, like, who am I to tell people who they can and cannot watch, or what they question what a person is doing in a certain place? It's like, who am I? But it's like, y'all can't be sitting up there acting like this man is saying fresh shit every time he goes on the air.
Well, it's a lot of cyclical type of behaviors. I think over there, that's the thing, right? Is that, hey, you guys are not productive and you need to get out, and it's our space thing. That's one. It's another one where, I don't know, everybody just kind of think I don't know, think everything somebody says is true without even verifying or even just having the discussion, and you'll get argued down for even giving any type of opposing ideas. That's another one. It's another one with just free flies, right? People be doxing, and people be finding people where people live, sending pizzas to people's house. So it's just a lot of cyclical dynamics.
They're sending pizzas to people's house.
Oh yeah, that's the beef sector. Yeah, they do stuff like that.
Oh,
crazy
God.
Stuff.
Yeah, I've stayed away from stuff like that, because it for me, on the outside looking in, it just looks like extreme childishness and hurt feelings. And
that's another one. It's a lot of hurt feelings from relationship dynamics, where people are just still trying to get their lick back off Keisha. Keisha did something, like some dudes will complain about Keisha. So I'm saying, like, I think it's a lot of sectors or groups within the Black YouTube dynamic where people are just cyclical with their conversations, cyclical with their type of discussions. And
shit,
it's just
yeah. Because that's why a lot of Black folks do entertainment. They stay away from stuff like this. Like, like guys like Tyrone Magnus. I mean, Tyrone Magnus, he's a guy that does like kind of entertainment culture stuff, and I mean, he's over 1 million subs. I mean, he does entertainment, but then he tried to kind of dive into like community stuff too, but that wasn't exactly for him as good as the entertainment stuff was. So he just went to entertainment. Him and his girlfriend got a channel too, and It just, they just, I guess, happy doing their thing. But it's like when you do the community stuff, I guess it's pretty obvious that you're putting your own self at risk. I mean, it's like, I noticed your YouTube channel isn't like that, but my YouTube channel is. I deal with stuff like subs just falling off my channel all of a sudden. It's like one day I'm almost like I don't know, I guess it's a struggle to get to 4K. I have
for a lot of people to get to 4K. So it's for some people to get to 3K.
Yeah, boy, it really is. And I mean, one thing that you did point out a while back was it may not be that your shadow ban is just that, with the different array of topics, it might be confusing the algorithm.
Well, I'm telling you, the algorithm is predictable. It's very predictable. I mean, you low-key just have to look at what the most successful channels have done, and you repeat a lot of it, right? As it concerns the stuff with thumbnails, keywords in your videos, in the description section, hitting on topics that are popular. I mean, I'm just looking at somebody's channel, and literally, they literally spell black incorrectly. I don't care. I read it. It says black art, so BLK, then ARTZZT on, but with two N's. Look, man. Look. I know you're talking about Art New Style, man. Yeah. No. It's his. But I'm saying, like, stuff like that does not pick up on the algorithm. Like, YouTube is not going to advertise that or push that up to the top. And people using the same exact titles, right? Even like, I know Reg, like, I got no problem with Reg. Let me move it around, right? He has Sunday Mayhem, Sunday Mayhem 1, Sunday Mayhem 2. YouTube don't care. YouTube is not going to promote that. It's not. You're going to get the same people, the same audience, and you're not going to grow. So, I'm just bringing up several examples. He could be one of them, but it's just very difficult for people's channels to grow when they're not taking advantage of what YouTube tells you that makes channels grow.
Okay, I mean, that's a great point. I mean, it would be safe to take the advice from the platform that you're on how to grow. Yeah. But do you believe that is also in the subject matter, in the way people speak as well? Like that might, tell YouTube to be cautious about, letting certain people in.
Well, I mean, it seems to be something that's happening. I mean, I know when people's channels become monetized, if you're talking about subject matter that is not advertiser friendly, YouTube is not going to push that forward, right?
Yeah, I guess
YouTube's that's the primary method for making money is ads, Google Ads. So I mean, yeah, I think the subject matter can hinder people's growth. Yes.
Yeah. So when you're in your YouTube studio, you see nothing but green dollar signs, right?
Yeah, that's all I see. Only green.
Yeah. Because because of the
only green.
Because
I didn't even know. Listen, I didn't even know there were any other colors. I thought it was either not monetized or was monetized.
It's green, is yellow, there's red, and then there's strike, which your whole video gets taken down. The red means that your video cannot be monetized. Maybe you're using copyrighted material or the material is too controversial. Yellow means, okay, you're not too advertiser friendly, but we can still show advertisement on here. Green is just full on. It's like I get very, very few green. I think a lot of it has to do with my gratuitous use of profanity.
Yeah. Profanity will stop you from yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So I really have to slow down the profanity, but if I want more growth, I mean, but part of the plan is to sort of be myself and make sure that people are here for the right reasons and not little superficial reasons like I'm shitting on somebody for the 1,024th time. Like, that was my whole thing. But
just focusing in on your core audience, like who is the audience that you're advertising your content towards, and then what type of content does that audience want? and then really crafting a lot of your content around that, rather than kind of. Sometimes subjects can be a very random, right? When you say, for instance, I was doing tech, and all of a sudden I started doing like Keisha content, or start doing celebrity news, that wouldn't go well, right? My core audience, who typically comes to my channel that's looking for tech content, and they're getting Keisha content, that'll drive down my engagement, drive down a lot of stuff. So, I mean, focusing in on something and then kind of growing that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think a lot of,
So you think this is why a lot of channels went away? They're talking about rebranding and such, because the breakdown, they haven't been on in like almost half a year, actually. And I mean, they did some on Sister George channel a couple weeks ago, but I think they're talking about rebranding, and who knows if we'll ever see them again.
I think that they was getting a lot of strikes, that they probably almost got their channel taken away because they were making money off their channel. Like, why just stop something straight up and take down all your streams? That don't make sense. So I think that their channel was about to get on up out of there. So they stopped it and kept it in to salvage the channel. That's my opinion. I'm not saying 100%, but I think that might be part of it.
Okay. Well, no confirmation from Sister George, but I mean that might have been it. They want to get away from this whole Black Manosphere type content, because this particular virtual space is drawing a lot of fire. And now with the whole male supremacist thing, which is crazy to me. It's like now they're going to male supremacists. It's just like, wow, it's just like anything to, I don't know, shut a brother up or whatever. I mean, shoot. But I mean, I guess they're trying to create the framing that is like these conversations are inciting violence towards certain groups of people, which is bullshit. But if you have no power
on panels, I'm not gonna lie, Kev. I've heard some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I've heard some dudes saying like, "Hey, if you about to get a divorce, you trying to take your kids, there's services to help her disappear." I've heard dudes say stuff like that. I've heard dudes say that they prefer that Black women will lie in the blood of their own excrement. Excrement.
Yep. I wouldn't. I've had people say crazy stuff on my panel.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I've had people say
there's a spectrum, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't think it's the majority, but I do think that people have gotten to that point.
Yeah, so I mean, I try to keep it as cool as possible over here, even though the word brutal is in the title. Because I understand that it's YouTube's platform. Like they don't care if I'm saying it or not. If it's said on this channel, they can shut me down. And then like people love to signal and talk about, oh man, freedom of speech. Well, you just scared to say stuff. But no, man. I mean, if it were KevTube, I could say stuff, but it ain't KevTube. It's YouTube. Yeah, I mean, but let me see. He's at far from the majority. Yeah, F Holiday wants. Yeah, far from the majority. It's a few
and parroting exactly what I just said. Yeah,
it is a few crazies, but those few crazies have to understand once you say something, it's blown up, and it looks like it's represented by the collective.
I mean, look at Jim Jones, right? Dude, people, who did they try to attribute his ideology towards? The larger body of believer group that he was a part of. They didn't say, oh, no, Jim Jones is just a sale by himself. No, his extreme activities put a spotlight on any of his religious associations. So, yes, sure, far from the majority, but one bad apple could ruin the whole bunch in the eyes of, in this case, the Department of Homeland Security. So it's kind of crazy.
It is always like that one incident that can take an like, even if that's not the intention of the group, It is
Absolutely.
always that one. Is always that one or two goofballs that will get everybody fucked up.
I mean, look at the Frank James situation. He was somewhat a part of the space. He was shooting in the New York subway system, and then that led to what's that website? Black Avengers being taken down.
Oh
And being
yeah, FS, it
investigated
was
by-
it was FS Avenger, and then they were
FS
gonna like. I had an FS Avenger account, but see the
A
thing
lot of
is
people
though,
did.
yeah, my consistency was so fucking poor, toward other platforms that, I really didn't make content like that. It was like you can go off on there, and my thing was, yeah, how long does that actually last though? Like the going off and saying whatever you want, because there's
Oh, yeah.
a lot of reason why people want to go to Rumble is because they feel as if they have more flexibility and more freedom of speech. But
Right.
once some sponsors start coming in and throwing that money around, it's going to be just like YouTube.
Have you seen Rumble sponsor or Rumble commercials?
No, I haven't seen Rumble commercials.
Man, I seen Rumble sponsors. They was advertising. What was they advertising? Solar panels. They were advertising survival gear. They don't have prime sponsors. Rumble does not have prime sponsors. They're not even close to the sponsors that YouTube has.
Yeah,
And I think that funding, that revenue that comes from sponsors is just not there with Rumble at the moment. And I don't think it will be because of the craze. That's the thing. Sponsors have to align with the content that they're being advertised on.
yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. And then like that's a quick excuse to take your channel down anyway. If they can't run ads like that, if your content is constantly controversial, getting demonetized because of copyrighted content, and there's no reason for them to keep your channel around.
No
Yeah.
reason whatsoever. So, but to F Holiday, you thought he was saying something special. Yeah, one can ruin it all, even though it's not the vast majority or the prime or the majority. It can ruin the whole idea of the space. And Frank James is one of the examples. So yeah.
Let's see. One guy, Lord Honesty, had to get kicked off of Rumble because he was going so heavy on black women. Like, how the fuck you get kicked off of Rumble? It can happen. It can happen. Like they got like a 5-strike system or something like that. And look, like there was a guy over here that was like that. He might have been like the same guy. Like he was over on YouTube, and every time something unfortunate happened to a black woman on the news, he would report it like he was the male Cynthia G. But
Wow.
the thing is that he didn't understand, I guess, like, being one of those I don't give a fuck guys, was that when you're a black man, you're going to draw fire way quicker than any of these divester platforms, any of these black man hate platforms. You're going to like they, and the thing is about that is that brothers really don't report like that. Women do. Women in their simp lords, they do.
Yeah.
So yeah, they don't care about getting your channel taken down. But it's with them, it's a by any means necessary type deal. It's
Right.
like they don't care how they get the job done. As long as they get it done, they will celebrate. They will stomp all over your misfortune. So, I mean, shit. So you got to think about all of that when you come to these platforms,
You really do.
because I mean, it's like they like if you're trying to be like a male Cynthia G type and you just espousing hatred toward black women, which they say this is what this space does, is all we do is espouse hatred toward black women, they will take your channel down. I mean,
shout
Tommy,
out to Lil
Yeah.
Big Nate. Shout out to Obsidian. I mean, look what happened.
Lil Big Nate is gone too.
Of course, yeah. He been gone.
Oh shit, I ain't know.
Been
I ain't know
gone,
that.
yeah.
Like, sometimes I don't see people for a while. I don't
Yeah.
really pay attention. But
Yeah,
so
he-
Lil Big
his
Nate was going
channel's
super hard
like
too,
crazy.
wasn't he?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't go super hard. This is not your platform. Just like General Tito.
Yep.
General Tito had a roast channel. And sooner or later
he got cooked, and now he's gone.
And it's like, shout out to him, but it's like he fell for the bait. He fell for the bait. That one person that loves to try to incite people to say stuff to her, and then when they finally say something back, she plays the victim. Yeah, that's what happened to General Tito. You can't fall for that shit. Some people just feel ugly on the inside and they don't care.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey Kev, have I been talking about BGS up here?
No.
I don't know. So what Hot Boy
you talking about this comment right here?
Yeah.
2 facts in life. Kev being a real one and Gabe crying about BGS 2 Kev.
That didn't happen.
I will say that Gabe, whenever BGS is in the chat and when BGS is on the panel, Gabe does go directly at BGS.
I be on the panel and then BGS come on the panel. Like, I don't follow BGS to no panel up here.
Okay. I mean,
BGS be come up here to give his helmets support. That's what he do.
Yeah, well, shout out
me and
to
Charles was going back and forth. Here come BGS. When me and Art Vidmore was going back and forth, here come BGS.
Tito is back now. Tito is back now. Not for now. I mean, for now. But if that rumor I've been hearing is true about YouTube AI becoming a thing, then anybody that gets banned, they ain't gonna be able to come back. But yeah, that's what they did with Tommy. Like Tommy would create a new channel, and I've had people on Facebook admit they flagged Tommy's channels, including some guys. We gonna flag them again. It's like, huh? My thing is, however you feel about what any of these guys say, there's one thing you can do that does not require compromising freedom of speech, and that is debunking the guy. Going and finding the actual information, going to find the actual information to prove that motherfucker wrong. But see, here's the thing. Our people do not like facts. They don't like facts. They don't like stats. They make fun of stats. I mean, my thing is this. You can't argue with a fact. And if it's a fact, and I'm right, then I win. Whether you care or not.
Kev, no, not on YouTube. It's a popularity contest. Whoever has the strongest follow. Like, do you think that you could really jump up on a Tommy Sotomayor panel and really have with some decorum? No, exactly. You cannot go back and forth with him about anything. It's a popularity contest. He gonna win because you in his domain. You're in his domain. Shout out to
that's his kingdom. That's his kingdom. How dare you disrespect the king in his kingdom?
You cannot say anything. It's the same way with BGS. Speaking about BGS, Hot Boy, same way with BGS. You cannot say anything against BGS around his helmet minions because he's more popular within this Black Manosphere space than a lot of other people. So, yeah. So to your point, Kev, the facts don't matter. The stats don't matter. It's all about the popularity, in my opinion. At least.
Yeah. So we got Andre up here. What's good, Andre?
Good evening.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, Gabe. Gabe, what you're saying about keeping 100, like you weren't like actually like you kind of misrepresented what he said. Because he actually said that he agrees with the video footage and Diddy is guilty in his eyes. He said this multiple times. But he did say, as Kev agreed earlier, that as someone who committed a crime, you would be stupid to hold on to the videotape of you committing said crime. But you just talked about him saying that, but you ignored the fact that he said Diddy is guilty.
That's what you came up here for, Andre? That's your smoke? That's your smoke for me?
I mean, you came up to misrepresent what he said. So
I came
I'm
to talk to Kev about what's kind of been going on, some of the ideas that people have been giving about that story.
Well, and also the other thing too, because I did hear that the whole like laying in a puddle of their own excrement thing. I did hear about that. I wasn't like I didn't witness it personally, but I did hear about that. But you also have people talking about planning drugs on fucking content creators, and they want to delete like their opposition on YouTube. But I never hear any smoke about that.
What are you talking about? What do you mean you never hear any smoke about that? Kev has been giving smoke about that on his smoke show. So what are you talking about?
I mean, on your side, I don't hear any smoke about that.
On my side? What side am I on?
Well, I mean, you fuck with them people, so that's.
I'm on my side. Listen, Andre. Just because you're a little lamb running around from YouTube to YouTube group, and you're picking sides, doesn't mean that I'm following that idea. I ain't on nobody's side. I'm on my side.
So you're saying that you could be on your own side and I can't do the same exact thing, which is what I'm doing.
No, you're one of the helmet minions of the space. You have picked your side. Okay, I'm not on anybody's side, so don't associate me with anything that MOT says, because I'm not on MOT's side.
Well, you say you're not on that side, but I always see you in their chat rooms.
I'm not always in no chat room. That's you. That's you in every chat room. You could ask MOT himself. I don't be in his chat. I don't be in the chat like that.
I'm not just saying him specifically. I'm just saying those.
No, you brought up MOT and you said I'm on their side. What were you talking about? But I'm not. I'm on side me.
Like I said, they, not in like this whole gender. They as a person. I'm saying they as a group. Like
I'm not on MOT's side. I'm not on his side. I'm not on their side.
Like so, what are you talking about? I see you on these different channels.
Oh my god!
And, like you going along with what they're saying, and like these dudes are out here talking about deleting people and planting drugs and talking all kind of crazy shit, and I don't hear any smoke coming from that side.
I'm not on their side. I don't even catch those streams. You're the one running around YouTube collecting information to take back to the Helmet Kingdom. Okay, that's not me. That's not me. I'm not on MOT's side. MOT will tell you I'm not on his side.
I end up seeing some goofy shit.
What?
I said
listen, tell MOT that yourself. That don't got nothing to do with me. Tell him that yourself. Give MOT smoke for the stuff that he says. Don't hold me to some standard for giving MOT smoke. Do it yourself.
It's interesting that you say that, because you came up here talking about Marcus is encouraging what Diddy's on.
I didn't say he was encouraging. I said what he said.
Yes.
So what are you talking about?
But you excluded the fact that he said Diddy is guilty and he's going with.
I gave what he said, and you trying to hold me to some standard of what he said.
Said part of what he said.
You always jumping out your body for somebody else. What about Andre? What is Andre about? What is Andre's perspective?
Bro, you're
stop running from panels. Stop coming up on people's panels saying what other people said. Who are you?
Make it about me.
No. I'm making it about you because I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to Marcus right now. I'm not talking to MOT. I'm not even talking to Kev right now. I'm talking to you.
You're missing the point, because just now you said that. Why am I holding you to a standard? And I should address these people directly, but yet you just spoke about two different people.
I address Marcus directly in his chat. I address Marcus directly. You can ask him. I was in his chat. I addressed him directly.
So if you addressed him directly, why are you bringing it up here? And if you were actually there,
because he was talking about a subject matter that has been happening within the space, and I brought up Marcus's perspective, because it was associated with the subject matter going on.
Well, like
so that's why.
I don't know.
Andre 416.
I'm not sure how long you were in the stream for, but he did address this. Like I said, he literally said Diddy is guilty.
And I don't know how long you were in the stream for, because I addressed him directly in his stream. He actually even invited me up. Were you there for that?
No, I wasn't there for that. I actually.
Oh, so you weren't there for the whole stream. So you got a portion of the stream.
All right. Hey, listen. Listen up real quick. We got 32 in the building. We got 28 likes. Please hit that like button. But I also got a dislike. You know, I got to do it, y'all.
Yeah.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze.
Damn.
And for that one dislike, I probably dislike you too. So thanks. So go ahead, fellas.
Nah, it's really not too much to say. I'm trying to talk to Andre. I'm not trying to talk to everybody else or everybody else's words.
Okay. All right.
Well, anyway, so that's all I was saying. It's just that you misrepresented what he said because he said multiple times Diddy is guilty. And as somebody that's committing a fucking crime, like it would be in your best interest to get rid of the evidence. But he said multiple times before this that Diddy was guilty. And all you managed to say was that he was basically agreeing with him getting rid of evidence.
Good job, Andre. Thank you for your perspective.
Yeah, but like I'm friends with Marcus on Facebook. You know, his perspective is like Diddy is a piece of shit. So I'll say that.
I'm like I got him on Facebook too. Like I'm cool with Marcus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is. Look at this. He say y'all. Yeah, Dusty Day say y'all entertaining.
Listen, this is not a war. Listen,
Yeah,
Gabe versus Andre is not a war. It's a practice session for me.
Whatever you say.
For
I don't have
Gabe.
no problem with you, Gabe.
This is a lesson. Hey, Andre, you need to start calling me your master teacher. Listen, that's what you. I'll be teaching you.
Talking shit now. Stop the shit.
What you mean? I'm your master teacher, Andre. Start calling me Master Teacher Gabe, okay? Because this ain't no war between us.
Hey, but let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and clarify this for everybody watching. I'm never going to be the kind of content creator that I call out people's shenanigans as far as other chats are concerned, but as far as who's over where and all this other stuff, man, I really am not in the practice of doing that. I mean, you know, I mean, because they probably be mad at Gabe for coming over here in the first place. Like they got mad with Keep It Techie. Like it's like what the fuck for? But I mean,
the thing that's crazy is that me, MOT, the Black Brain Trust, we done had it out for years. So to ever even say that I'm on their side is ridiculous. It means that you're uninformed of the history between us.
I am actually uninformed of that. Like you've been going.
Yeah, you are. So stop jumping into stuff that you're uninformed about.
Well, I'm
lesson number one.
Just seeing you over there. That's all I was talking about.
Oh my
god. To be cool with you. That's all I was talking about.
Said Hot Boy 95 said Diddy got a lot of skeletons in the closet and it's finally coming out. Yes. I'm saying y'all didn't know like I said last night,
people knew it.
Like I said in the past, man, Diddy is a POS, man. I mean, you like that. Like when I saw how he treated his artists, it really didn't shock me that he was like this. You know, so hey, you know, just like Vince McMahon, he's a control freak. You know, he doesn't care who he hurts to get that control.
Right.
Yeah, and we got Larry Legend in the building. What's going on? There's a hybrid catastrophic impact. X83rd power was good. Detroit 313 was good. He said, so what's going on here? So just another conversation, I would say. Well, I seek the smoke, and you know they'll just stay in their echo chambers and all this other stuff. I mean, like, and they'll continue to say that I'm an echo chamber. I'm a dumb nigga aggregate. Even though, you know, you had different black men show up with different statures and in society, you know, which I would say all of them ain't dumb. I would probably say without putting myself down, if you want to say dumb comparatively, I'm probably one of the dumber ones on here, you know, as far as my own panels, because I've had plenty of intelligent black men pass through here. So,
speaking about intelligent black men, you know, this is kind of graduation season. You know, people are getting their degrees. People are speaking at ceremonies and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
This has riddled me for a little while, right? When have you ever heard of a successful black man or a successful man in general ever attribute any of their success, any of their goal accomplishing to any of these pill methodologies? or these pill ideologies.
That look, man, no one has ever done that. I mean,
Yeah,
that's kind of a I don't know. That's kind of a like an obviously ridiculous thing to even try to come up with. Like,
I'm just trying to understand, man. I'm just trying to understand how the red pill or any of these pills.
I mean, I don't think anybody would go to would be this guest speaker at a graduation commencement and say, "I attribute my success to my red pill moment." No, nobody's gonna say that.
exactly.
They won't. They won't, and I think that the ridiculousness of that is like, then what's the use? What's the use other than conversations on the internet? What's the use of these pill ideologies? How is it positively contributing to anybody's life?
Cubicle masturbator was good. He said, "Can we pay a bounty for the guy on the top right to get off? He needs to shut up."
Have him pay a bounty. Tell him I match it. Tell him I match it. Pay a bounty. I don't know. It's up to you, though, Kev. It's your channel.
Shit. I mean, any money that I receive only benefits me. So you call it what you want.
Listen. They put it up. I tell them I match it. Cubicle masturbator. I match it.
Fair about Gabe, like, he has stuff that I don't agree with that he says, but at least he actually comes up to defend himself.
And like, I don't expect everybody in the chat to side with people on the panel anyway. I mean, they've kind of steered clear of me for the most part. I had one or two come through, "Kev, fuck you," blah blah blah. It happens rarely, which I wish it would become less rare. I don't know. Maybe it's something inside of me that's so dark that welcomes that kind of shit, that I don't get it. Is like a drug that I barely can do. But the thing is like, this is a smoke show, so yeah, people are gonna receive smoke.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I could always, like, whether they give a fuck or not, I could always respect the man that defends himself. So that's why I say I have no issue with Gabe.
Hey, but
Andre, respect your master teacher. Yeah,
nigga, stop this shit.
But for anybody that does want to contribute, the Cash App is across the bottom of the screen. As super chats I don't get that to next month, but any donation will do. Like I will appreciate anything. But I will be buying that laptop in the next 3 or 4 days. So, I have a total list of tomorrow night. I have a total list of everybody who's donated what, and the most I can do right now is I appreciate you guys and deliver more content. And try to step my content game up as well. So, I mean, always looking for that. Because if YouTube is a potential source of income, why not take advantage of that? I don't think it should be, if you're doing this type of content, it should be your only source of income. But I mean, if it's a stream of income, then why not take advantage of something like that? Show people what you got. What up?
No, I just say absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, come on, man. For real. He said Gabe is a Meek Mill of the space. Meek Mill. I don't think Gabe has got together with another guy and sandwiched a midget. So I don't think that he's done that.
And what's crazy is that, Kev, I be up here on this panel. You got Hot Boy 95 talking junk. You got this Son is Hot Rod talking junk. You got a cubicle masturbator. That's somebody who apparently is under a troll account. They're not even under their own account talking junk. But you don't see none of them on this panel. On the smoke show panel, you rather lie within the chat and talk mess than come up here and address me directly. Says a lot about you. Says a lot about you.
All right. Detroit 313 says, quick question, Kev. So, okay, you go ahead and ask your question. I will answer it to the best of my abilities. But since hybrid catastrophic impact S83rd power mentioned Wacky D, here you go. Thanks for that super chat. All right. So, all right. So, anytime you're ready with the question, Detroit 313, I got you. But yeah, I like the fact that people can address each other back and forth, from chat to the panel to the chat. Just knock yourselves out. Shit. Okay. Dusty Day said for the laptop. Appreciate that. I mean, but like I said, I'm gonna tally up all of the donations I received, and I will give you guys acknowledgement tomorrow night. And just $355 to go. All right, so thank you very much.
Kev, did you actually end up like getting a chance to watch that stream, or at least that portion that I was telling you about?
Just it was. I mean, you said Mr. Z went off on him. I saw Mr. Z talking separately, and then he here comes Fat Boy with the same fucking bullshit that he always says.
No, Mr. Z wasn't going off on him. Mr. Z, like, he frequents that channel, but Fat Boy just ended up popping up coincidentally, air quotes, and he was on his, like, he was complaining about BGS, and like those dudes are like, we don't even know who BGS is.
You trying to get people to hate motherfuckers before they're able to reach.
Exactly. They're like, we don't even know who BGS is. Like,
if you come around here, tell that man I said fuck you. Like, dude.
And like when they seen like his name on StreamYard, they're like, President of the Manosphere. Like, what? they were just clowning him from the very beginning.
Yeah, because one of the guys called him a swindler. I remember that. This guy's a straight swindler.
Yeah,
and then like for a guy that's supposed to be productive and intelligent, you don't know what swindler means. I'd have took that immediately. What you mean? Who the fuck am I swindling? You know, swindler was the name of a transformer when I was growing up. You know, that's how I learned what the word swindle meant. You know, watching 80s cartoons. But you know, he got called a swindler in front of in front of that crowd and didn't say shit.
And the thing is, like, when he went on, like, he ended up saying that he doesn't care about black men, you know, and he was like attacking the hosts and calling them unproductive and stuff like that. Like it went to shit real fast.
Oh God. That's what he is. Detroit 313. Thank you for the super chat once again. Thank you all for your generosity. Have you seen the movie of Mississippi Masala with Denzel Washington, 1992? No, never watched it. But since you mentioned that movie, I'll go ahead and watch it just so we can get some, because I know you probably had another question about that too. But no, I haven't seen it. Have you guys seen it, Mississippi Masala?
I haven't seen it, but I have.
Nope.
I've heard mentioned in the space before.
Okay. Okay, so I guess I gotta watch it, and if it's worth talking about, then I will bring it to this channel. But yeah. So yeah, subject matter. Wasn't any really subject matter. I said once you go black, I had Goku black in the thumbnail, just basically, you know, I don't know, just talking once again. I mean, shit, I could have made it a Diddy centered broadcast like everybody's doing tonight, and you know, but I don't know. I guess I do have some ideas as far as content, but they will all soon come to fruition. But tonight is a smoke show. Yeah.
Yeah, but what are your thoughts on because you know, like I fuck with conservatives, so also running shit, and he was talking about like the whole like what's her name, like Ann Coulter or whatever. She was talking to that fucking Ramaswamy dude, and she was just like, I agree with what you say, and you know, but you're Indian, so I would never vote for you.
To a Vivek?
Yeah, she's like, you're Indian, so I would never vote for you. I thought that was hilarious. But
Wow, that's hilarious and extremely racist.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you know what though? And strangely enough, I was listening to my brother-in-law talking, about 10 years ago. He said that he really disliked Facebook vehemently. And the reason why he said he disliked it is because it was revealing all of the racist. And he didn't want to know who the racists were. That he felt like that it would be a much better place if he didn't know who was racist. See, I'm the opposite of that. See, when I hear people like Ann Coulter say stuff like that, I appreciate her because she's showing me who she really is.
Exactly.
You know, I don't have to play any guessing game with it. I don't have to assume that white folks is inherently racist anyway. That, when you say some shit like that, I know. That's why I'm not
you
surprised.
Better hide your racism from me, because I'm gonna come at you, especially in a work environment. You better hide that.
Yeah. I'm not saying that that you should spare a person like that. I just appreciate knowing so I can know how to deal with you from there on out. But we got Art Newstall in the building. Detroit 313 said, I just
Somebody
watched.
else lacks growth on YouTube.
I was watching the movie but didn't finish it. Let's see. Sun is hot. So make it funny. Okay.
Gabe, you're saying that you're fighting racism then?
No, I'm saying that if somebody is like outwardly being racist towards me, they better watch out.
Well, I agree with that as well, because I'm not gonna take anybody saying some racist shit to me.
Yeah.
But if they're open enough to say what they're, because typically people will be racist like other races, but that kind of tells you where their mindset is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but
why are people espousing Rumble? Rumble is not where people want to be who stream or on YouTube. They don't know. Rumble is not it.
All right.
It's YouTube.
Well, Rumble can be good
Twitch.
if you already have a large audience, such as Fresh and Fit and them kind of dudes.
But then where did that audience come from, though?
It came from YouTube. Yeah, if you're right about
Absolutely.
that. They already had a large audience prior to going over there. And your Andrew Tates and your Fresh and Fits, they're pretty much making it look like, oh, the system is after us type shit, right? But really, they're saying some goofy shit.
But then where did they all start too? Where were they getting a lot of their notoriety? On YouTube, even to a much lesser extent, Obsidian. He went over to Rumble because he got kicked off. Rumble is where people go to because they got kicked off YouTube.
That's actually a great point you brought up earlier, the whole excrement thing, because I did hear about that a couple years ago. I forgot about that with this whole him getting kicked off YouTube recently. I forgot about that, but I did. I
mean, this is not his first go round with leaving YouTube. I mean, Obsidian is infamous for going at people, obsessively over. I mean, the Feminista Jones thing was just crazy. Derek Jackson, nuts. I mean, this last one to Kimberly Foster, that was the last 3 strikes, you're out. But he's gone.
Yeah, because nobody knows how to play victim more than a feminist, a college feminist at that.
Right.
Mahogany, what's good? Good to see you coming through.
Actually, because I was over on anti shit earlier, and there was a bunch of us up there on the panel, conservatives up there as well too, and we did have a little back and forth with Mahogany over there. She was doing kind of what Gabe did earlier about the Diddy scenario. No disrespect. I mean she just excluded what was said and just went off what she wanted to hear.
You better leave her alone. She hop up on panels. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, she was on the panel. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was on the panel, and
she got a real short fuse. I don't know if you ever hear her in action.
Well,
she has a real.
We had to
watch out. Oh, okay, all right.
Well, Mahogany's always been peaceful with me, though. I mean, so I haven't seen that side of her. I mean,
might see it tonight if Andre keep talking.
I mean, I've heard a couple of rants where she had to kind of handle some business, but I don't see her as that. I mean, but some of you've seen more. So hey,
you ain't seen her disagree with what I said. She laughing because she's okay. All right. I'm out of there.
No, she was up there. She was arguing with some dude on the panel that was saying some goofy shit, and I agree with her on that. That dude was saying some goofy shit. He was trying to excuse Diddy for what he did, and none of us up there were saying that, but this dude. So I have no issue with her, what she was doing up there.
But who was old dude though that was doing this?
I'm not even sure who the dude was. I couldn't see his name.
She went
to
the league
up there that was pretty much making excuses for Diddy, and she was going at him, and but she kind of made it she was talking to the whole panel. pretty much, and we're just like, that's not us, that's him. Speak to him.
Yeah, because I will say it repeatedly. You know, I don't group all black men in the same category. You know, I understand that the females do that, but you know, as a black man, you fuck up, you're on your own. That does not represent Kev in any way, shape, or form. So that dude saying that stupid shit was that dude saying that stupid shit.
Well, like they were up there like making hypothetical arguments that would somehow absolve Diddy of guilt. I'm just like, how about you just stick to what actually happened?
I mean, there's not much for you to go off of if you're kicking a woman around like a soccer ball. Like, you know, sorry about that.
So, like in the case of like Keep It 100, like his stance was basically he's going off the video, which I agree with that as well. I said the same thing. He's going off the video, and the video shows that he's guilty. But he was just like, there's allegations that she stole from him, but until I see any sort of proof that shows that she actually stole from him, he's guilty.
Okay, yeah, and I mean, but he did that little half-assed apology today too, man. Which I mean, like I said, I wouldn't have said a damn thing. I'd have sat on that beach wherever I was and kept drinking that alcoholic beverage and just wait for that shit to blow over. Which it probably once you're labeled, you like I said, you're black man. Once you're labeled as an abuser, that shit will never ever go away. Look at Chris Brown.
And I also agreed with the host too, because he was saying the same stuff. He was like, he should have just said nothing instead of lying to everybody and, you know, saying he didn't do anything. But then when the tape comes out, now you want to apologize, and it's a bullshit apology. And I agreed with him on that.
Yeah, it's a bullshit apology. But we got Mahogany up here. What's good?
Hey, what's up? It's good to see you. I told you sometimes I'm here. I just decided to fall out the clouds because, especially since y'all are talking about Diddy, I've been on several panels today or channels, and a lot of people are talking about it. I'm going to do a review tomorrow. Just if you're not doing anything, swing by. But I want to talk to Andre. What are you talking about? We were on a yeah. I got a question. No, let me ask you my question, because the fact is I never said one word to you, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I just explained it. I said we were on a panel together. We were over on NT's. And like
right, but before that you said that you before that you said that you and somebody else handled me or something of that sort.
That's I didn't actually say that. You're putting words in my mouth now.
Well, okay, I didn't say you said those exact words, but maybe you shouldn't even just, if you don't know, I didn't address you, so I don't understand why you even up here talking about me.
I said that we had a back and forth, and my back and forth was that you were grouping us all together instead of...
No, you're lying. I didn't group any... See, this is what I don't like. I don't like when people go from panel to panel speaking about people and for people and then not being honest.
That's Andre.
I never addressed you at all. I don't even know who you are. I addressed Hood Conservative. He knows me. He knows why I don't like him. I'll keep my feelings to myself, but he's a coon, in my opinion.
Well, you said you guys, right?
No, well, I wasn't talking about you. Nobody knows who you are. I don't know who you are. So how could I address somebody? How can I address somebody that I don't know? I don't know you. I don't know you.
Yeah, he's a new guy.
Let me make it clear. I did not address you.
That's fine.
I don't
need to know you, nor do I.
Okay, well then you said I addressed you. I don't know you to address you.
I never said you addressed me. You're putting words in my mouth.
You did say that they were talking. Yeah.
Said that.
You did say that, Andre. You said that you addressed her when she was on the panel.
I said we had a back and forth. I just don't like when
people. I did not have
a back and forth. Is you okay?
To you, I did not speak to you. This is what I'm talking about.
It's like you're actually just like you're making a random straw man here, because like
no, I'm defending myself because I watch a lot of people like you that go from panel to panel saying things about people that aren't even there to defend themselves, and you say blatant lies. I never addressed you. I never talked to you. If it'll make you feel better, I'll make you feel better.
Like I actually explained this. I literally just did like almost.
I heard what you said. You didn't explain the fact that I didn't address you.
You said you guys, right? You didn't.
What are you talking about? I don't. Well, I wasn't talking about you.
Okay. Well, thank you for that clarification. So we have no issue then if you weren't speaking about me.
I don't have an issue with you. I don't. I'm just saying this is a
Okay.
part of the
So
problem.
if you weren't speaking to me, well, thank you for that clarification. We have no issue.
I don't have an issue, but I'm up on this panel and I intend
All
to
right.
talk
Well,
because it
well,
is a
if you weren't-
panel. So,
if you
okay.
weren't- If you weren't speaking to me, we have no issue. So I'm not understanding why we're.
Okay, so you don't have to go back and
this.
forth with me. Can I speak now? It is my turn. You can stop right now because I'm not talking to you from this point forth. Kevin, the problem is it's not that I pop off. It's certain type of people that do certain type of things. What he did tell you is true far as what I was getting upset about, because at that time, Hood Conservative, along with some others, were up there trying to make every excuse in the world for what could have happened, what Cassidy possibly did that, drove this man to kick her, like you said, like a football up and down the hallway. And so that's what it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and like I'm gonna say last night, like I'm gonna say it again. Diddy, I don't feel sorry for Diddy because it's like, how can you have as much money as Diddy and still get yourself into situations like that? I mean, if I'm a person that's worth $300-400 million, I'm gonna buy my fucking satisfaction. I'm not gonna deal with something that's gonna drive me to the point where I would have to do something like that to a woman. You can buy love at that point. So for me, I guess money ain't everything. It's about power and control with a person like Diddy. When he can't control something, he just freaks the fuck out. So I don't see how any excuse, like, that could be made for that when the guy has enough money to get himself out of it. Just like I don't feel sorry for a white homeless person because they're not using their white privilege. I don't feel sorry for Diddy because he's not using his rich privilege. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
I want to say a couple more things. Because like I said, I've been watching, actually, I like to do my research before I speak on anything. So I've been watching a lot of videotapes just about what other people are now starting to speak out against him. I know his bodyguard been speaking out against him for years. I think his name is Gene Deal. Love him. But the thing of it is like Cassidy is not, she's the only one right now that we have the footage of, but there've been so many men and women. There've been so many accounts of his rage and his anger. So my thing is, are we, not you, but I'm just saying, when I say this, I'm talking in general, are people going to make excuses for everybody? What did everybody do to him? Like, at what point do we start looking at him? I realize that he has money and power, but we can't let that overrule us.
Well, actually, like the dude that you were arguing with on the panel, he was talking about like what happened in the past that could have led up to this, and nobody was saying that but this guy.
But does it matter though? Like what we saw in the hallway, does that matter?
No, it does not matter, and we all said that. That's why I was wondering why you went up there and you were saying that like you all are agreeing with this, and I'm just like, what?
No, I did not say. So you're lying. I did not say that everybody. First of all, let me explain something. You don't know.
Andre.
You apparently don't know a lot. Let me
say
explain to you. That panel that you were on, I am actually. I help that person. I am one of his. Just trust me, I know very well what is going on with that panel. I know who people are that hit that panel. I know Hood Conservative and I know Triple Black. First of all, Triple Black is a troll. He says lots of things on other people's panels, just for clout and just to sound, just to be foolish, to troll.
Yeah, that's exactly who Triple Black is.
Yeah, so I knew what I was doing. You need to be, no offense, but Andre, maybe you should focus on what you're saying on the panel instead of what's going on around you, because there's a possibility you don't really know everything that's going on around you. And Triple Black,
just told her that, Mahogany. I just told her. I was like, Andre, I'm talking to you. What do you think? I was like, what do you think? Like, what are your thoughts, ideas, and feelings about these things? Stop telling us what everybody else said. So I don't know, Andre.
You guys are making an argument that's not even being had. Like, I'm going off of what was actually said that I witnessed, but you're talking about.
Tell me what was said. Tell me what was said. You're the walking recorder. Tell me what was said, because what you just said was a lie, and I'm gonna play it just for fun. Go ahead and tell me what was said, because you're lying.
I said that you went up there.
Just worry about yourself. You don't know everything that you think you know.
Okay, so now I don't know what I like. My ears are lying to me. Is that what you're telling me?
What did I say? Please tell me, what did I say?
I
That
said
got
what
you
said
so up
multiple
in the
times.
uproar at 12 o'clock a.m. to where you're talking about mahogany roots, honey? Tell me what the problem is.
So now you're trying to bring the time in it and saying that I'm in an uproar when you're also here on the
Because I'm
panel.
trying to
having
figure out,
this
let me tell you something, at 1 o'clock
conversation.
in the morning, honey, at 1 o'clock
But
in the
why are
morning,
you
I'm not going to nobody's panel to talk about
why are you
Mr. Andre, honey, and what he said
why are you
earlier
here?
in the day. I'm not
Okay.
thinking about you. So I'm wondering why you're thinking about me and everything that I say and what I
I'm not
meant.
thinking about you or anything.
No.
you say.
You
No, you
are.
heard Andre. She just popped up in the chat, and you was like, "Well, earlier today, I went back and forth with Mahogany." I'm like, "Yo, what? Why you want those problems? Leave her alone. She ain't even address you. You brought up that interaction from earlier
Yes.
today,
I literally said she did because she said you guys. She
but we
didn't
wasn't even
specify
talking
who
about
she was
her.
speaking about.
You brought her up.
Yes, I
Father.
brought her up because she said you guys.
You,
All right.
you guys meaning what? I also just used a plural reference to now. That means I'm not. That doesn't mean I'm talking about you all up here on the panel. Stop being so sensitive.
Well,
I just gotta say this.
I'm just saying, in the case right now, if you were to come up like right now with Kev as the host, you're obviously not talking to Kev, or maybe you could be. But if you came up here and you
No,
said
he
you
knows
guys,
I'm not.
well, exactly. But the point that I'm trying to make, if you came up right now and you said you guys, that would include me and Gabe.
I did not say.
No, I know she wasn't
Unless
talking
you-
about me. I
Like,
did not think she was talking
saying,
about me.
Like I'm talking about a
Father.
hypothetical scenario. Like if she came up right now and said you guys, she would be talking about me and Gabe, unless she specified.
Nah, I would just ask her. I was like, I would say, "Hey, Mahogany, are you talking about me too?"
No
Because
one else.
I didn't hold that opinion.
It's funny. Nobody else thought
yeah.
I was talking about them. Hoodservative knew I was talking about him because me and Hoodservative go back and forth. And Triple Black knows me quite well. We've gone back and forth. So if you felt like I was talking about you, I'm sorry. But like I said, I don't even know you talked about you.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think it's a misunderstanding because even the host like addressed this. Like he even said that like none of us said what you. None of us said this. Like it's just this one guy that's saying this.
I was talking to Triple Black.
Yeah, like I said, like it wasn't just me. Like even the host addressed this and said it's
He
just
wasn't. Oh
one
my
guy.
No,
god!
the host
He's
got
not
it
getting
clarified.
He's not getting it.
The host got it clarified. So,
Hey, Shatira.
hey, what's up, Shatira?
Yes, like the host clarified, Gabe, but he didn't ask like, "Were you speaking about me?" He said like, "We're not saying this."
He.
was just
Oh my
like,
god!
"This one
Please
guy
don't.
saying this."
So once it
don't-
was clarified, was it still back and forth? Or was it still issues, or did it just keep moving on where
it was never
everybody
a-
understood that Mahogany was talking to Triple Black?
No. We like the conversation moved on past that. That's all I was
Oh,
saying.
okay.
That, like I was merely mentioning the fact that she was on a panel earlier and I recognized her. That's all I was trying to say. It's not like I'm.
Well,
trying to
just a
start-
couple of minutes on this panel, she said that, hey, she wasn't, when she said you guys, she wasn't talking about all of us.
Right. Right.
So I think we could do the same thing from the previous panel. Just move on.
Well,
rather than kind of
exactly. And-
keep her
and
feet to
she
that
also
fire.
just, like she also just apologized and said like,
Excuse me.
you did. You said sorry if like it came across that way, and I said, yeah, that it was a misunderstanding. Like you literally just said this, like not even.
He
Yeah,
tried to
I
swallow
know
it.
I said it, but
He's
I don't
trying to
think I
swallow
meant it the way you. I meant it more facetiously than that. I'll put it that way. I was
Well,
being
either
a bit of
way,
a-
like an apology is an
Mhm.
apology, and I'll accept it. Like yes.
Yeah, well, I could use
Yeah.
one from you since you're running around
Okay,
talking
well-
about me in the midnight hour.
Man.
Well, we're both up at the midnight hour, so that's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, I'm
but-
up, but I'm not talking about you. That's the difference, boo boo. I wasn't talking about you or thinking about you. Why don't we
That's
let
cool.
Kevin
That's
talk?
cool. I'm not doing that either. 'Cause
Let's
I
see
don't
what
know,
Kevin
I really
thinks.
don't care, but like yeah, like it's my fault for bringing it up. My apologies. We cool now or what? I gave you a virtual dap?
That's up to you, Andre.
We are all cool. You know what, Andre? I kind of like you. You just don't know my. I can see that you really don't know my personality. What? Can I just?
Now we cool. We cool.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
well,
we cool.
All right.
I'll
Let me
give you a
get some
virtual
shout
dap,
outs.
and I'll pass you the virtual blunt if you smoke weed. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me get some shout outs. I see Death Racer 25X down there was good. Shatera, what's going on? Like my name, what's going on? See if I missed anyone else. That's new. Terrence Jackson. He said, "Will you all chill? This is ridiculous and a waste of breath. Nothing said between you all sounds serious enough to be given all this energy. It's time to move on.
Okay, Terrence.
Yeah,
Thanks for that.
Stimp ass nigga Terrence Lane.
I agree, Terrence.
Okay, TJ.
Well, Terrence said that with good intent. So,
Can I just would like to say one more thing. I'm gonna let you gentlemen have it. Maybe
Okay.
I will admit this. Maybe I'm a little sensitive because I've had this situation happen to me before where you have to. My personality is different. I think Kevin and Gabe have known me long enough. They kind of know me by now.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm on my own business. I let you.
I don't mean no harm. But I've been a supporter of Kevin behind the scenes I like Kevin, and he knows I would never come up here and disrespect his panel or anything like that. So it's been addressed. I'm a hop down. And yeah, I've been on a lot of panels. Just so you know, what's your name? Andre.
Yeah, Andre for once.
Yeah, I've
They
been
call
on
him
like.
Maple Leaf. They call him Sweet Maple Leaf because he's from
nobody
Canada.
ever said that.
Yeah.
Stop lying,
Well, I've
bro.
been on a lot of
They don't
panels.
call you
since
sweet.
then, so
This
I'm
man-
involved.
Nobody called me sweet maple.
Syrupy.
Leaf. You just made up. Stop the bullshit.
I thought they call you like syrup, maple, sweet syrup, maple,
man, that's
something like that.
That is fucked up. But
All right, man. I'm out. I'm going on mute. My bad.
Like, I'm not sure why you're doing that. It sounds kind of fruity, but I don't know.
Nah, you Maple Leaf boy, right? That's what they call you.
No, there was
Little Maple Leaf.
boy.
I'm gonna let you gentlemen have it. I'm just listening.
All right, I got you.
Thank you.
all right, Mahogany, thank you for coming up once again.
appreciate
Your
it.
presence is really appreciated. You know that.
I appreciate you too. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, yeah,
Bye.
peace out,
Bye-bye.
peace out.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, got
They call
number
you Maple
16 in the
Leaf, Andre,
building.
You know that.
Number 16 in the building was good. Let's see. Man came to a smoke show to say stop beefing.
Stop that, guys.
Oh man,
Stop that.
that's such a kind soul. I mean, you know, I long to feel such a, I don't know, whatever that was. But anyway, we're just kidding, man. It's just.
I'm out here dirty macking, Andre. How am I dirty macking?
I said you're out here virtual dirty macking because you're talking.
Oh, you trying to get on?
No, I said virtual, as in like.
Okay,
there's
so
no
how am I
realistic-
virtually?
well,
How am I
there's no
virtually dirty
reali-
macking?
There's no realistic expectation that, like, I don't even give a fuck. I don't even know what this shit is. I really don't care.
So then, how am I virtually dirty macking? Dirty
like-
macking mean I'm blocking you from something.
Can
Well-
you let me explain, or are you gonna interrupt me as I talk? Because
Pardon-
you're up here talking
pardon me?
about, they're calling me sweet maple leaf and syrup and all this kind of shit.
That's your name. That's what they be calling you. no?
Nobody has said this. This is you been
Oh, my
saying
bad.
this. Nobody said this.
Well, I must have misread it. I thought they called you Sweet Maple Leaf.
No, nobody has said this, and I would have addressed that because that sounds really gay.
My bad, man. I thought that's what they was calling you, man. I thought they was calling you. That's what they calling you in the manosphere.
Oh
That
God.
sounds really gay. I would have addressed that.
Okay, so how am I dirty macking you then?
I just explained how you're saying goofy shit like that in front of a woman because you're trying to make me seem weaker or some shit. That
No,
would be what
man.
that
No, man.
is, no?
That ain't weak. That's your nickname. What?
That's not my nickname. You literally just made that up. Nobody has said.
What's
this.
your nickname then, man? Help me.
My nickname is Andre 416.
What they be calling you? They call you what? Pine cone or
No,
something?
nobody has said any of this
What they
shit,
be
bro.
calling you? They
You're
call you
making
something with a
stuff up.
leaf in it. Thought they call you leafy boy. What they call you, man? I'm really
Well,
asking.
Well, BGS will say Little Maple Leaf. Everybody else will say Big Maple.
You let BGS call you Little Maple.
Well, I literally
That's
said
worse.
everybody
That's
else.
worse than Sweet Maple Leaf. They call you Little Maple Leaf.
Well,
Come on,
everybody
Andre.
will
Come on.
say, Big Mape.
They call you Little Maple Leaf.
I never said
I'm outta
they.
there, man.
He's the only person that says that.
You
I'm
let
not a fan
BGS
of
call you
that.
Little Maple Leaf.
I'm not a fan of that name. I'm really not. But
I'm
he's
too,
the only one
well, why don't you check him, man? Andre, you need to check him about it, Dad. If you're not a fan of it, why you let him call you that? Don't let him call you that, man.
Well,
That's
I'm
what I'm
talking
saying.
about,
That's
like,
I knew it was
I'm
something
talking
Maple Leaf.
like- Well, I'm talking about like in terms of age. Like technically, I would be little in comparison to him since he's
Come
fucking
on,
twice my
man.
age.
Nah, you ain't. You a grown man. You got a kid. You got a kid. What if your daughter start calling you Lil Make Believe? Come on, Andre, man.
You
Come
think
on,
my
man.
daughter would feel like that? Come on, man.
I'm saying, all right. If two grown men looking at each other face to face, you say, "Hey, that's Lil Make Believe." Come on, that's crazy. That's
Man.
diabolical. Come on, man. Don't let nobody call you that, man.
Well, Death Racer, you said why did I walk into that? Because I'm about like honesty. So he asked
Hey,
me
look.
what they called me, so I gave him the honest question. He could look it up himself. You can look it up yourself too. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
knew it was something Maple Leaf. I pardon me if the
You were
sweet
talking
thing. I
about,
knew it was
like, like sweet and syrup and all this kind of shit.
because I know you know maple syrup. That's what I thought that was the association. But Little Maple Leaf is not much better. I'm just saying, it's not much better.
I'm saying
Hey.
if you calling another man sweet, that like that.
I mean, they call another man little. They call you little,
There's
Littlefoot,
only one person that
little
does that.
boy.
Yeah, so
Hey, I don't know if this is going to help the conversation any, but
Uh-oh.
when I was
Uh-oh.
22 years old, I was given the nickname K Rock by my cousin.
Right. Crack
K
rock.
Rock. K man, come on now. Crap
No,
begins
I'm
with
saying
C.
like K, like for like I don't know. Somebody switch the K with a C. Pardon.
K. The K stands for Kevin.
yeah,
yeah.
Kevin Rock, man.
No, I thought it was. I don't know. People got double entendres and everything. Pardon me. Pardon me.
Okay, I mean, but no, that's a great crack. No, I'm too smart for crack. I would say.
Well, no, I thought it was because you
I've
sold
heard,
it.
but Dev Racer
I wasn't thinking 'cause you
25X.
smoked it. I thought it was because you sold it.
Dev Racer 25X. I've heard that before from other people. Crack rocks, huh? You know, I've heard that. That's not anything new. So,
Chilling.
yeah. So I'm not gonna take that any kind of way.
Just the moral of the story: don't let nobody call you Little Maple Leaf or Crack Rock. Neither one of those. No, I'm out of there. I'm about to get booted from the panel. My bad.
I'm sorry.
I'm about to get booted. I know
Oh shit.
I'm saying.
I mean, it's
That's
all
all
in
I'm
fun. It's all in fun, man. It is, like I say, I don't take it any kind of way.
I got you.
I mean, you know, but I ain't gonna I don't let anyone
Yeah.
disrespect me, but I'm not taking that any kind of way. You know, trust me.
I got you. We're going to take care of this baby like everybody make like I'm being a negligent father.
Yeah,
All right.
well, I mean,
All right.
the baby's right there, so it's in your watchful gaze.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean,
And you always listen. Stuck to me. It's my shift. So anyway,
Okay.
all right, fellas.
Word.
All right, I'll let y'all. Peace.
all right, Gabe. All right, thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate it. All right, so yeah, Gabe A is becoming a staple of these smoke shows. You know, so yeah, I appreciate. I mean, for real, I appreciate that more than people know. So I mean, seriously, I mean, they say Andre nickname is 3 Stacks. They say your nickname is 3 Stacks. Although I think you're thinking about Andre 3.
That's what
Good.
Hyper been called.
Yeah. Although I think he's thinking about Andre 3K, Andre 3000 from Outkast when he says that. But hey, yeah, so like I said, old boy was having another power stream, you know, before I went on the air.
Yeah,
I mean,
I seen it. I seen it.
it's like my thing is like, I guess I'm giving energy to that stuff a little bit too much. So the less energy that I give it, the less potent it becomes to me. But if you outright saying my name directly and I hear it, then the likelihood of me responding to it is probably going to be 100%. Whether I make a comment in your comment section or I outright will make a 5-minute video, I'm not going to make 2, 3, 4 hour live streams just to focus on one person. You know, that's going to take a special kind of motherfucker to really piss me off to that point. And there ain't too many special motherfuckers to me. So I mean, y'all take that how you want to take it. And the fact that somebody has to keep mentioning me in a hateful way, that makes me feel special. So thanks for the special treatment. I'll say that. But yeah,
that's the thing, right? Because oh fuck, they're always making content about other people, and this is actually this is why one of the reasons why I suggested that you watch that stream that Mr. Z was on, because that was one of the things that they brought up during that conversation, because when he was up there talking shit about BGS and other people in the space, they were like, okay, so if you say your content is about productivity, can you in 30 seconds please tell us like what are you doing that's productive on your channel? And he couldn't explain it.
Yeah, because he's not practiced at it. It's like, you know, when you practice saying something like he has an opportunity to do on his channel, it becomes like second nature when people ask you stuff like that. Like, say, for instance, people ask him, go ahead, Andre.
Oh, my apologies. Like, quickly, like in this 30 seconds, he was like, yeah, like these guys are all grifters and they're here and they're fucking the space up, and they're like, okay, so what are you doing that's productive in the space?
See, that's the right question, though. Okay, if you see so many problematic things, what are you doing to turn things around? You know, calling yourself president. That's what you're doing to turn things around. Like, you know, acting like you're the first man to ever shit on BGS. That's the thing. That's the thing you're doing, buddy. Like, come on, man. It's got to be more than that. If you're going to call yourself and fancy yourself a productive human being or productive content creator, you got to show what you're being productive about, or nobody's going to give a fuck. Or except for the haters, except for the people that ain't got shit else better to do than to cry along with your fat ass. So,
yeah. And like, that's like partially the reason why I even went to check those guys out. Like from Truth to fucking, you know, like that whole like crowd over there, because like they speak about productivity. So I went over there just to see what they're talking about. And I have said this to Truth, like on your panel, I said it on his channel. Like I said it, it's like there's stuff that you talk about that is actually productive when you talk about the family stuff. But why do you spend the majority of your time talking about BGS and other content creators? Why can't you just focus on what is actually productive? But the other dudes, like, I haven't heard anything productive yet. It's all just about other people.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing, and I said this at the beginning of the show. I'm like, I don't have anything against whatever those guys are doing to be successful. I ain't got nothing against it. I don't care. If you're a black man and you're successful in this society, hey, kudos. More power to you. I hope you continue to grow in your success. But I also say that with the understanding of, I know people are not going to send that treatment back to me. It's like that one meme they keep putting out, like, you know, that kid was like, how many times I've been nice to you? You know, it's kind of, I don't want to feel like I'm being that guy. You know, the fact that I'm wishing you well and I'm wishing you all the good fortune in the world is going to stop you from hating me. I don't think so. What I'm saying is like, I know how to be the bigger person. I know how to say stuff and practice it. Say, for instance, when I say, why don't some of you guys, instead of bitching and moaning about us, why don't you just go off the merit of your own content, and whoever's better will stand tall in the end. People don't want to take that chance for fear of humiliation, for a shortcoming or an insecurity that they may have. So, I mean, it's just like a person like me to test the waters. And if I fail, at least I know I tried. Well, it's like, I'm not going to shame someone into supposedly believing that I should be successful for whatever reasons. I got to foster that success myself. But go ahead, Andre.
There was a great argument that was being made when Kibuteki was over on Truths. Like, he was talking about, like, he pretty much said the same shit that happened to fucking you know who. Like, basically, like, why not just focus on your productivity content? And also, he was like, look at how many, like, like look at how big the YouTube space is. So instead of focusing on people that you don't like why not try to like actually do your content and get new people instead of just talking shit about other people? Like what is the point of doing that? And he's just like, you're talking shit to people that aren't going to change. So like, what is the point of that?
Yeah, because you're not going to be able to grow an audience talking about people that a new person doesn't give a fuck about. You know, and then what you're doing is you're giving advertisement to the people you're talking about. So if the new person says, hey, he's talking about this this BGS guy, and then they go check out BGS's content, and they'll be like, oh, wow, you know, I didn't know BGS did content like this. I'll just stick to watching BGS instead of this whole fat complaining fuck, you know?
Yeah. And like the funny thing is, it's like only one person I noticed in the chat when I was catching the replay actually knew who BGS was. And it was a dude that was on BGS's channel, but he was like one of those like male feminist types. So he was goofy, but he was the only person that actually knew who he was. But, and like, yeah, like the whole thing was just, you know, like the whole thing is like you're talking shit about somebody they don't know, they don't care to find out about, and you're calling yourself the main person.
Just said the main person.
Yeah, the main person, because I can't bring myself to say it, but the main person.
Like so, he looks pretty delusional at this point. You can't go like you have to stay within this circle with that kind of language. You can't go to other people like Diallo Kenyatta, who out of his mouth he said, I'm trying to find a way into the space. You know, I'm trying to get my admission card. And then like this fat fuck comes up here and says, well, I represent that, and then just fucks it up for him completely.
Well, you know, he was like up there disrespecting them, talking about they're unaccomplished and
God,
they're just complaining and shit like that. Like, and that's the reason why they can't understand what he's talking about. And he literally told them that their ears are lying to them. Like, he literally said that your ears are lying to you. You're not actually hearing what I'm saying.
That's
like,
that's what's called a self-hater. That's a self-hater right there. Like, you know, self-hating is more than just like when people say like, oh, he dating a white woman, so he must hate himself. No, I'm not talking about that. The ability to underestimate yourself in an attempt to underestimate others is a form of self-hate. Like it really is. And it's a sad thing to see for a grown man, a grown black man who has been through all of the other shit. Faulkner, I dropped the link. You know, if you come up here, like, that's fine. But if you don't come up here soon, I might go ahead and ramp this up.
Well, BGS started up a stream and Faulkner's over there. I'm about to go check it out.
BGS started up a stream.
Yeah, he started up a stream.
Somebody must have pissed BGS off, or he just felt like starting a random stream out of nowhere.
What that's about.
Yeah. Yeah, but alrighty then. Shoot. No, I'm not going over there to BGS's stream. No, I mean, in fact, hey, maybe I should do this too. Maybe I should start going on every time BGS is on. So, you know, but that's not like me to be bitter about anything like that. So, I mean, yeah, but anyway, I mean, BGS has put me in his community tab so many times. So, I mean, you know, there's no sweat off my back. Yeah.
Yeah. As always, I enjoy the conversations.
Yeah.
So, it always seems to be that anybody that comes up on your panel gets the smoke and not you, which it's fine. And I come through knowing this, though it's typically directed at BGS or like content creators. That's perfectly fine.
Maybe I should start being jealous of BGS. But see, my jealousy is going to be different. It's not going to be. It's not going to be. Oh my God, BGS again. No, this is coming from a special place.
Well, but, if you might be made the vice president, and you could have.
Get the fuck out of here! I have no intention of working with a fat-bodied bitch like that. None whatsoever.
I'm fucking with you.
None whatsoever. I walk the lonely path. You know, I walk as if I don't need anyone's help in destroying anything. So it's not that. Now, don't get me wrong. There's no animosity toward BGS, but you know, this is why there. I will say this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream, and then I'll come to y'all with something tomorrow night. There is something to getting your own audience. It's like there's enough people out here on YouTube to gain your own audience. So
yeah, and that's what I've been saying to a lot of like the detractors of space or people that have problems with people in space or they have complaints. I'm like, just how about you just like build up your own audience so you can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, that's about it. But you know, it's by the end of this year, that's all I'll say. Anyway, got anything else to say, Andre, before I wrap this up?
No, I'm good. Thank you for having me. Great conversation as always.
Word.
And I'll see you on the next one.
Word. All right. Appreciate you, Andre. Appreciate anybody that comes through. So let's go ahead and close this one out. I will always appreciate the ones that appreciate me. I will always do that. And no matter what, I will always have the back of people who have mine. It's a trade-off. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I give a little bit of extra of myself. And, you know, I don't get any reciprocation. I don't get any payback for it, but that's not the point. The point is feeling good about being what's the word I'm looking for? Toward your fellow brethren. You know, figure out whatever that word is, fill in the blank, and I will see y'all some other time. Thank you for the donations that I received tonight. Is one step closer to purchasing that laptop so I can do what I need to do. And believe me, this platform, this audience, this channel will appreciate it a lot more. So thank you for sticking around, folks. I'll see you on the next time. Long live the habitual line steppers. In Kev we trust. Don't give up. And that's me telling myself that too. Don't give up. Win. And that's it. Peace out. Fucking